Hi, I'm Dylan Williams, Director of Government Affairs at J Street. Lately, there's been a lot of discussion and some confusion about the status of Iran's uranium enrichment program and where Israel has drawn its red line for military action. So let's take a closer look at the facts. Imagine this bucket represents the amount of highly enriched uranium, or HEU, it takes to build a single nuclear bomb. HEU is also called weapons-grade uranium. To get that much highly enriched uranium, you must first go through a technically difficult process of enriching a much larger amount of moderately enriched uranium. Moderately enriched uranium, which is typically used in the production of substances to treat cancer, cannot be used to make a nuclear bomb without further enrichment. To make this amount of moderately enriched uranium, you need an even larger quantity of low-enriched uranium, or LEU. Low-enriched uranium is what is used to power reactors that provide energy for civilian use in countries around the world. So what is the status of Iran's enrichment program? Iran has a significant amount of low-enriched uranium, some of which it has turned through further processing into moderately enriched uranium. But importantly, Iran has converted about half of its moderately enriched uranium into plates that cannot easily be turned into highly enriched uranium. Nevertheless, in his speech to the United Nations General Assembly, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu drew his country's red line for military action at the moment that Iran has enough moderately enriched uranium to convert into the highly enriched uranium needed for a single weapon. In other words, when the moderately enriched uranium bucket becomes full. Some experts estimate that at current rates, this moderately enriched uranium bucket could be filled by late spring or early summer 2013. So how much highly enriched uranium has Iran made? Actually none at all. And American, Israeli, and other intelligence experts are confident that they could detect an Iranian attempt to turn moderately enriched uranium into highly enriched uranium, a process which could take anywhere from several weeks to several months, giving the United States and our allies ample time to disrupt and delay that process by several years. Furthermore, the U.S. intelligence community has said repeatedly that Iran's leaders have yet to make the decision to produce any highly enriched uranium, just as they have not decided to try to build an actual nuclear device, a process called weaponization. The weaponization process and the process of amassing more highly enriched uranium and the task of testing the bomb and readying it for delivery on a missile would take additional time, many months and possibly years. So what does all this mean? It means that despite having different timelines, both the American and Israeli governments believe there is still time and space for sanctions and diplomacy to work to ensure that we are never faced with the serious threat that a nuclear weapons-armed Iran would pose. And it also points to a key component of a way out of the current crisis, a negotiated solution that allows Iran to produce low and moderately enriched uranium, subject to heavy monitoring, with a cap on the amount of moderately enriched uranium Iran can possess at any one time. Such a resolution is being considered in capitals around the world right now, and is vastly preferable to a military strike, which American and Israeli experts agree could only delay, not stop, Iran's nuclear program while igniting a regional conflict that threatens the lives of Israelis and U.S. troops. We hope you will join J Street in encouraging American policymakers to give the current policy of tough sanctions and diplomacy time to work.